What's going on, guys? Viollent here with GRIZZombies. Welcome to the lightning bow tutorial. Now we gotta have a weather vane right here, and it's in the very center of the map. What you're gonna do is hit that sucker with your bow. If you don't already know how to get the bow, be sure to check the description box below for more information. I'll show you how to do that. You're gonna need to accept this quest, an upgrade quest. All these bows got it, and this is how you're gonna do it. The weather vane starts the lightning bow upgrade. Okay. So what we're gonna move on to next is the signal fires. There are 3 signal fires you need to light with your bow. It is not upgraded at this point, so it will light things on fire. The thing in the distance there, I don't really know what to call it, so I called it a signal fire. Doing a Google search, that's the closest thing I could think of. And the way distance down there is our next one. That is our second one, and it is far. You're going to miss a few times. I'm actually going to show you some of my mistakes because they're common. Above the mountain, about an inch, is where you're going to want to aim. That's a sweet spot for that baby. That is number 2. Let's move on to the third signal fire you're going to do. Go down to the rocket area. You're going to need to take a teleporter. It's going to cost you 500 credits and to get back. So it's right up there on the right. And you just pop that baby and boom. You got a fourth of the circle done on your inventory. I don't know what to call this room. It's the anti-gravity room. You're going to see what I mean. But right here, there's these 4 pads that you're going to need to step on, and you stay on there for a good amount of time until it glows. When it glows, you know you're good. And you're going to see the other ones are still glowing. There's 4 of them, and this is going to activate the anti-gravity in this room. It's where the moon pyramid device is. I don't know if it's been relocated or whatnot, but what we're going to be doing in this room is wall running. We're going to hit these pads along the way. If you take the direction that I took, you're going to hit all these pads with no problem. Alright, I'm not sure how many there are. But you're going to need to get a good distance so you can hit all of them. Don't let your partner run into you and drag you down. You got to get past this, man. You're going to do this. You're going to get that lightning bow, and I'm going to show you how. So we're halfway done. We got 2 segments of that circle done, and we have now wall runned over those pads. What's going to happen now is you're going to see these electrical vases start. There's 3 of them around the map, and they're electrocuted now. What do we got to do? What happens here? We got to feed them. We got to feed them souls, actually, so zombie souls. So we got to kill these zombies next to it, and souls are gonna, fill in. And it doesn't take many. It takes about 5. I wouldn't say more than 5, actually. This room's tough, though. This is why I'm gonna show you. I go down here, and you might go down here as well. They come from a lot of angles, and a lot come at once. We're playing 2-player, but the more people you got in here, it's more trouble, for real. So it only takes about 5. You're gonna know it's done. I wouldn't look at how it's electrocuting because that's going to confuse you. Look at the souls. They're not going to be going back into it. And that's your cue that it's done. We started with this bow, and the other bows, of course, there's a lot more other videos out there explaining what there already are. And so if we take any tips from them, we're going to give them credit as well. But this didn't take a rocket science to figure out. I mean, this shit was pretty easy. You fill souls with things that are electrocuted like that. We learned that from Shadows of Evil. We've learned that from Origins. We've learned that from a bunch of zombie maps that we've played in the past. So it filled up, and now it's done. So we're going to go ahead and check out the 3rd location, which is in the rocket area. And we're going to be down here right by the teleporter, and it's going to be glowing. It's going to be obvious. At first, when you come down here, it's not going to be obvious because it's not going to be lit up. It's only going to take about 5, like I said, and it's going to be done. Depends what round you're actually starting this on and getting your bows upgraded early. The zombies may take a minute to fill in, but there's only 3 vases on the map, and once you do that, we're gonna need to go back to these locations where we started these signal fires. And what we got to do now is use what we just did to electrocute our bow, and we need to deliver. I'm gonna call this step to charge and deliver arrows, because where we got to deliver that arrow is right back where we shot the signal fire. And it actually electrocutes the fire. And we got to do this to all 3 signal fires. And so you have to do it from each location. I had to come back here because I'm like, can I do it again? No. It takes the charge. So you actually have to go to the 3 places that you set the charges and use it to charge your bow. I looked over here to see if I could get a better angle, but it's pretty blocked off. So the best spot right here is where I spotted. I think we can do it. I think we can hit it. And so you actually can hit it from this spot. It's going to take some patience, but luckily you ain't got to travel far to charge it back up if you miss. I couldn't get the direction right away. I mean, you kind of got to fish for it. It's more difficult to hit it from here than anywhere else. Like that other ledge up there, when we first tried this, pretty easy. Money shot, about an inch above that mountain again. Try that, see if it works for you. So the last spot down here, we charge it up, and it's pretty easy. This is an easy spot to hit. It's where the rockets are, and I hit it in one try. So some people can't. I mean, I've had guys that I've played with already. We've cycled through a few groups, just depending on who's on. But just do your best and keep trying. You can try as many times as you want as long as you got ammo. So now we're gonna accept the Reforge arrow. This may take some time when you're up here. I was spamming my square button and I wasn't getting nothing. So we're gonna accept the Reforged arrow. That's what we've worked so hard to achieve so far. And we're gonna take that arrow and look at these boxes in the MPD room. There are ones for each element, and whichever staff you're going to choose, that's the box you need to go to, or chest, whatever you want to call it. Now what we're going to do is feed that Reforged arrow, and that is the final thing you're going to need to do in order to upgrade to the lightning bow. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm going to show you some gameplay at the end here, and you're going to enjoy it. It's actually going to take about, I'd say, 20 zombie kills, and you'll get an arrow that looks like that. And when you push X on it, it's going to take your bow, and it's got to go through an animation. So it's going to take a second. So if you got zombies on you, man, run around. Keep running around. Come back, and your circle's going to be filled. That's your cue that it's done. Just look for that. And then you can accept this bad boy. I don't know how to really say it. Karima Amaha Mama. I don't know. It's something crazy. But nonetheless, it is a lightning bow, and it is here. You get an achievement for it. You're just badass. Take a bow. I thought it was take a bow at first. That's actually what I said in the achievements list video. But we're going to show you what this actually does. And we got to wind it all the way up. And bam, baby. It is a storm of hell. It can get you out of anything. And I actually have footage of taking out a Panzer with it. It's only a few shots, but if you like what you see here today, man, be sure to subscribe. See you guys next time. I'm Viollent, and I'm out.